Hi, welcome back to Art with Mrs. Samsel. Today we're going to learn how to draw a cowboy or a cowgirl. The materials you'll need will be a piece of paper, a Sharpie marker, something to color with, a pencil for drawing, and maybe a piece of yarn and glue if you would like to add a lasso to your cowboy or cowgirl. Grab your materials and let's get started. To begin with your drawing, you're going to start with a circle for your cowboy or cowgirl's head. I'm going to have it a little bit, about at least a hand down from my vertical layout. I'll make a mark. And I know I want my circle to be about 3 fingers wide. And I'm just going to do my very best to think of like a circle or an oval shape for the cowboy's head. Now that I have that shape inside, I'm going to add my eyes. So I'm going to make 2 black pupils and go around and add that white. Get my eyebrows for expression, my side nose, and a smile because that's a happy cowboy, cowgirl. Some ears on the side, which look like just 2 little curves. And if you want it to be a girl, you can add some eyelashes, or you could leave it as is. For the hair, I'm gonna bring that hair to the side. And if I was a boy, I could just add part of my hair on one side, part of the hair on the other side. Remember, it goes down to your ears. And as a girl, I could add on the side some pigtails. So I just group the hair together and add a little curve where the tail would be. Repeat on the other side, so starting from the top of the head, bringing it around past the ear, grouping it together almost like a V, make a little hair tie, and a little loop for the braid. I'm gonna bring this one down a little bit because it's not equal or symmetrical. So that's why we always do it in pencil first, and that's okay. A little better. Now from here, I'm going to add the bandana, which is kind of like a triangle that kind of swoops down. And I know this is going to be a checkered or plaid bandana that's around the neck to help prevent the dust. And I'm going to bring out 2 lines that are going down that are about 3 fingers. Close it off. So it should be about 3 fingers wide and 3 fingers below the head. Make a long rectangle for my belt. This will be the shirt. Add some buttons there. And I'm going to add a vest coming out the side here. Coming out the side and going back up. So my cowgirl has a vest on and her shirt. I'm gonna make a belt buckle. You can make it a square. We've been working on some star shapes. You can make it a star. However you wanna do your belt buckle. From the side, from below here, we'll come back to the arms. We're gonna work on the legs. Now, a cowboy or a cowgirl has kind of a wider stance, so we're gonna curve out and curve out. We want it to be about 4 fingers wide. We wanna save some space for the boots down below. We're gonna repeat that shape inside, but saving about 2 fingers spaced. So it's almost like a triangle. So you have the legs kind of curved out. You have 2 fingers here, 2 fingers from the belt, curved out legs. I'm gonna make a V and a V and work on the boots down here. The boots are gonna go straight down, straight across and up for the heel of the boot, and bring it down and down. Goes flat and flat. I like to work at the same time. I notice a lot of boys and girls make the toes pointing at the same direction, which isn't really comfortable and not the correct way. So by working at the same time, V and V, straight line, heel, heel, bottom of the foot, it helps me make sure that I get my toes pointing in the right direction. Going to go straight down and then bringing it out to a point. The cowboy has some spurs on the back of his boots, which look like a little starburst. And now we can add some detail to the pants and come back up to those arms, and of course that lovely cowboy hat. So I'm gonna add some zigzag for the fringe on the side of my cowboy's pants, a curve and a curve. They wear chaps, which are these leather pants that protect their legs. You can add some spirals or some little buttons on there with the fringe. Get those fancy pants worked. For the arms, we're gonna keep simple shape, thinking rectangle, rectangle, another rectangle for the cuff of the shirt, and then my hands. When I do hands, I am thinking my hands are out with my thumb and then my 4 fingers. As you can see, the thumb is in a different location, a different direction, and a different size. So thumbs up, keeping my hand open for that lasso, and I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and in. Repeating on the other side. Thumb, 1, 2, 3, 4, and in. Again, you could draw your lasso if you want, or glue a piece of yarn. If you're drawing the lasso, it goes from the arm across the body, or from the hand across the body to this hand and up, and then an oval down below. We'll come back and add some more detail to that in a minute, but let's get that fabulous cowboy hat on. So I'm gonna make a curve over the head, erase just a little bit of the top. Another good reason why we're working with pencil. Curving it under and under. I'm gonna add a rectangle. My rectangle is about as wide as the head, because you're thinking, I want the cowboy hat to go over the head. So if it's super tiny, it's not really gonna work. So I added just a little band there, and then when I go up for my hat, I go up on both sides. It's like a U in the middle and 2 hills on the side. Okay, so it goes up and up with a U and 2 sides. Now we have our cowboy. We're gonna go back, or our cowgirl, and we're going to thicken up our rope to make it look just like a rope. And I'm gonna add some kind of diagonal lines to show the twist of a rope. Repeat that all the way down. When I outline in Sharpie, I can go back and erase, and that'll really bring it all together. So I have my cowgirl, and she's nowhere. So we want to put her in the Wild West. So I'm going to draw the ground, and I'm going to make some mountains behind her. What I love about mountains is you can go up and down and do it really however you want. It's such an organic shape. Here in Arizona, where our desert is, not only do we have beautiful mountains, but we have bright, bright sun. I do appreciate when there are a few clouds in the sky and some birds. We have a lot of saguaro cactus. So to make cactus in the distance that are smaller, you're gonna make a straight line with a U, straight line with a U, straight line with a U, straight line with a U. We have a lot of those on our mountains. So beautiful. So that's pretty easy. Let's see if we can add a larger cactus with some detail. So I know it's not gonna be just a straight line and a U, but with that same idea, I'm gonna make a straight line and I'm gonna bring it down almost as thick as my finger. I don't have a lot of room, so just gonna do the best I can. And a cactus arm kind of comes out and then bends up just like an arm. I could do the other one to the side. I can bring it down low. They have all different types of arms. I'm gonna bring this one down low and it's gonna crop off my paper because I don't have enough room, but that's okay. Inside the cactus are what we call ribs, or these pleated areas. The pleats are like a sponge and it helps the cactus absorb water. A cactus, not my favorite part, has lots of little spikes. So I'm gonna add short little lines on my cactus. This cactus is up close in my landscape, so I can see those spikes and know not to go give it a hug. Those ones far in the back, they're just lines, no spikes. Just a suggestion to say there's more cactus there. You could add other details on the ground here, rocks, a little stream, snake, whatever you want. I'm gonna go ahead and outline in Sharpie and really bring my drawing to pop out. So I decided for mine I'm going to use crayons because I really like that I can use some light and dark colors and get value out of it. So as you watch along, you'll see I'll be using dark green and light green and the cactus to get some value and hopefully get some value in the mountains and maybe even some cool sun colors. There you have it, boys and girls, a cowboy or cowgirl drawing. We are doing this because in Arizona, we normally have our rodeo this time of year. Unfortunately, we don't have it. It was canceled because of COVID, but we want to have that rodeo spirit. So thank you, as always, for creating art with me, and I can't wait to see your cowboy or cowgirl. See you next time.